Let's talk about the campus placements. So आपने बोला कि हॉटस्टार डिज्नी जो है वो दिस रिमाइंड्स मी, जैसे आपने बोला इतनी सारी चीजें होती हैं, कोड चेंज करना रहता है, क्यूए टेस्टिंग, डेफ टेस्टिंग. टेल मी व्हाट आर द tools that are important for me to learn if I want to get into software development. Tell us about soft skills that are needed that would be required when you're doing your job as a software developer. एक मसालेदार क्वेश्चन तो यहाँ पर बिल्कुल बनता है, which is about salaries and pay packages. सबको इंटरेस्ट रहता है यार, मैं सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर बन के कितना कमा लूंगा, कितने पैसे जो है बन जाएंगे. तो स्टार्टअप्स का क्या बॉलपार्क फिगर रहेगा, क्या रेंज रहेगा?
Again, 20 plus, so you can definitely expect.
Do you think after seeing all these layoffs जहाँ पर मतलब गारंटी नहीं है as such, do you think one should pursue career in software development? नमस्ते एवरीवन, वेलकम टू द क्यूरियस पॉडकास्ट. और आज हमारे साथ है एक बहुत ही क्यूट गेस्ट, कृतिका. कृतिका hails from the city of Dhanbad, right? Or as her Twitter bio says, that she is a software developer, not Disney princess. So currently Kritika is working as a software developer in Zepto, and previously she had worked with Disney. और आज का ये जो पॉडकास्ट है वो डेडिकेटेड है सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट को. उसमें करियर कैसे बनाना है, आपको बहुत सारे रियलिस्टिक इनसाइट्स मिलने वाले हैं इस पॉडकास्ट से. सो स्टे ट्यून्ड टिल द एंड. And on that note, let's kick off. Welcome to the show, Kritika. How are you feeling today?
Hey, this is my first podcast. I'm really excited to shoot this. Thanks, Pooja, for having me. And I just want to say hi to everyone who will be watching this podcast. And yeah, so we can start with the questions that you have, and let's help juniors with their questions and everything.
Absolutely, Kritika. So, before we actually get to the software development part of this podcast, I want to know who Kritika is at heart, right? I want to know where she hails from. Like, वो तो मैंने mention कर दिया है, but कैसे जो उनकी upbringing हुई, where did she study, and how she got interested into computers and coding and software development. I'm curious to listen that.
Okay. So it's a very, very, very funny story of mine. I studied in one of the most expensive school that was in my hometown. I studied in Delhi Public School, which I hated. Now still I hate the school because I feel like the teachers and everyone were not that supportive to people and the students, and yeah. So that's the mutual feeling that me and my best friends have about my school. But definitely, I studied in one single school the entire my school journey. And then at the age of 18, I moved to Delhi. I studied in Indra Gandhi. That's again a women's college. I never wanted to go over there, but somehow I landed up there. And I never wanted to go into women's college and pursue something which is where like men are there,
Dominating,
right?
men are leading, yeah.
Yeah, something. And yeah, so has again computer science was never my thing, never ever. I feel like when I was in fifth standard or sixth standard, we had a CS subject, and there I got 5 or 6 marks out of 25, and me and my best friends were like solely hated computer science subjects, so it was not my thing till college. And I did not take CS and IT subjects in my 11th and 12th also. I took physical education. So what happened in college is I took electronics and communication engineering. But then I started my project that I did for IEEE. There was a society for um, electronics engineers, and I did a project in like internal project, I would say, for my college to build the IEEE का website. So I did something this, and वहाँ से थोड़ा interest आया. My friends were in one of my friend was in CS, so वहाँ से so when I used to see her studying CS के subject, तो वहाँ पे थोड़ा interesting लगता था, and I used to think कि इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में क्या पढ़ा रहे यार, उससे बेटर तो CS का है. Like something is getting into my head at least. तो वो मुझे काफी अच्छा लगता था. Then then it was like I wanted to pursue government jobs. Like I want to do actually government jobs. So like my parents I come from I come from government jobs wala background. Like my
Oh,
entire family. I'm from Bihar. So naturally, like everyone is supposed to go into government jobs, but nahi, मेरे से तो नहीं हो सकता. This is something I always knew. But somehow I prepared for GATE and IES engineering services exams.
okay.
But मुझे मजा नहीं आया. Then third year में started with DSA and everything. That time my friends were already secured internship. जो 2 month की internship होती है, right? So one of my friend got into Expedia and another one got into Microsoft. तो फिर मुझे वहां से हिट हुआ कि यार ये वो लोग कर सकते हैं. Like they are my close best friends. तो वो कर सकते तो मैं क्यों नहीं कर सकती. तो वहां से मैंने काफी अपनी जर्नी स्टार्ट की. I just डिड डीए से प्रोजेक्ट्स बनाया 1 साल में. लाइक काफी अच्छे से मेहनत की. तो like in my fourth year of college I got 6 months internship there, started my career, and like kind of this is my fourth year. पूरे 4 साल की story about my college. Like yeah.
इंटरेस्टिंग. बट फिर हुआ क्या? लाइक स्विच कर लिया सीएस में, या फिर
Mm.
इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में ही कंप्लीट किया और साइड बाय साइड आपने कोडिंग एंड स्टफ सीखना चालू किया?
या तो नहीं, मैंने स्विच नहीं किया था. आई वाज स्टिल डिड माय बीटेक फ्रॉम ईसी ओनली, बट सीएस सब्जेक्ट्स आई स्टार्टिंग बाय माय सेल्फ. कॉलेज में
Damn.
इन द सेकंड ईयर इट वाज डीएसएस वाज देयर, बट वहां पे उस टाइम तो नहीं पढ़ा. लाइक देन आफ्टर दैट आई स्टडीड ऑल द सीएस सब्जेक्ट्स जो भी वो पढ़ते हैं. ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम पढ़ा, उप्स पढ़ा, डीएसए किया, फिर डीबीएमएस पढ़ा. एवरीथिंग आई स्टार्टेड बाय माय सेल्फ. यूट्यूब था तो आई यूज्ड यूट्यूब अ लॉट, आई वुड से. भाई ने यूट्यूब प्रीमियम दिलवा रखा था तो उसको तो वो काफी यूज किया मैंने. लाइक तो आई फील लाइक यूट्यूब पे सब कुछ था तो वहां से सीख लिया सब
क्या बात है! सो सेल्फ सेल्फ
कुछ.
टॉट सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर यू आर, राइट? क्या बात है!
यस.
सो मतलब ये है कि so your engineering background, did it really help you in understanding the concepts of CS? मतलब क्योंकि क्या है कि मैं उस एंगल से सोच रही हूँ कि अगर मान लो, अगर ये पॉडकास्ट कोई ऐसा ही बच्चा सुन रहा है जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में है या मैकेनिकल में है, सो हाउ इजी इट इज टू स्विच टू सीएस? लाइक कितना मेहनत करना पड़ता है?
Pretty easy. If it's just you have to be consistent. तुम ऐसे नहीं कर सकते यार. 10 दिन मैकेनिकल के सब्जेक्ट पढ़ा, मैकेनिकल के ट्राई किया, 10 दिन सीएस के सब्जेक्ट पढ़ के यू वांट टू बी अ सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर, राइट? यू वांट कि 10 दिन में तो हो जाना चाहिए. इट डज नॉट हैपन. यू हैव टू बी प्रिटी मच कंसिस्टेंट. तुम्हें यू हैव टू फॉलो द एंटायर रोड मैप. तो आई वुड नॉट से आई डोंट फॉलो एनी रोड मैप. तो इट्स
So
जस्ट
you
यू
are
हैव
sort of
टू.
an unstructured learner and
Yes,
then making sense of
actually,
it.
actually, I saw a lot of this road maps, but nothing worked out for me. So I thought कि अपना road map बनाओ, जहाँ से जो समझ में आता है वहां से उठा लो. जो तुम्हारे लिए workout करता है, you should go for it. So that's my strategy. But हाँ, definitely you have to be consistent. तुम्हें
Hmm.
कुछ भी करना है, nothing is tough, I would say. तुमने मैकेनिकल लिया, just like I feel like mechanical people take out of interest and like नो क्योंकि थोड़े मार्क्स कम आते, राइट? अगर
Hmm.
इवेंचुअली समवन डज नॉट वांट्स टू गो टू मैकेनिकल, बट अगर थोड़े से कम मार्क्स के में यू गेट मैकेनिकल ब्रांचेस एंड ऑल लोअर ब्रांचेस, राइट? So what I feel like, but still people have that capability that they can switch to any career they want to, right? But just you have to do the extra मेहनत जो सीएस के बच्चे ने ऑलरेडी कर रखा है, राइट? उनके करिकुलम में है तो इट्स इजी फॉर देम. इट्स नॉट. इट्स
Hmm.
जस्ट यू हैव टू बी कंसिस्टेंट एंड तुम्हें थोड़ी मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, ज्यादा थोड़ी मेहनत करनी
Hmm.
पड़ेगी. That's all.
Hmm. So what do you think? Like how much time do I need to dedicate? आपने dedicatedly तो नहीं invest किया होगा because at that time you were
Hmm.
doing your EC also, right? वो अपनी engineering भी आप complete कर रहे थे, electronics वाली भी, and side by side ये additional चीजें भी आपने जो है add on कर दी अपने पढ़ाई के schedule में. So considering that, how much time do you think one would require to know decent level of coding and software development?
Uh, I guess is it time to something I cannot tell, but um again, some time is something it's no, it's dependent upon the person's
Subjective.
it's very subjective, right? So this is something I cannot comment, but again, if you are doing the hard work, anything is possible. If you just like I will tell you, like DSA, you can complete in 2 to 3 months, right?
Okay. Hmm.
Correct. You can cover all the basics. Uske baad you can just practice DSA like 2 to 3 questions each day, and then you can keep on increasing. उसके साथ साथ I used to study CS fundamentals, OS हो गया, DBMS हो गया, OOPS हो गया, side by side. But data structures was something I was doing constantly every single day
Hmm.
and increasing the number of questions. So I feel like again 6 to 7 months again is more than enough for preparation. But you should be
Ah.
preparing until
Hmm.
you get the good offer, right? So this is
Hmm.
something everyone should follow. Yeah.
Right, right. I'm not gonna press you and upon this point, but जैसे आपने बोला कि DSA CS कर लिया, could you just give me a rough structure that one could follow? Let's just say मुझे कल से सीखना है, and I come from a finance background, और मुझे कल से सीखना है, so draw a roadmap for me. It doesn't have to be a perfect roadmap, and as you mentioned, हर किसी का subjective होता है, but still I can take some help from the unstructured or structured roadmap that you can share.
Cool. So again, CS fundamentals. You have to go through CS fundamentals, OS, DBMS, OOPS, computer networks, everything, right? These four subjects are very important. Then you have to work on practicing data structures and algorithms. Uske baad you have to go through like input output wale questions kar liya, practice something around this, and you have to build real world problems, try to solve real world problems and उसके अच्छे से solutions निकालो, how you can actually like find a problem का solution निकाल सकते हो, try to find the solution out like for it, right?
So
If you're
you used to basically build your portfolio also, if I may put it this way. कि आपको
portfolio
interview.
also, हाँ, like if you build projects you will be able to understand what software engineering is, right? How your
Hmm.
code actually works, this is very important for you to understand, right?
Yeah.
So if you run the code and you see the output, so that will like help you to like boost and like no कि हाँ ठीक है, you can also do this, right? So
Hmm.
projects is a must, I would say. So
Okay.
थोड़े projects करना चाहिए for
Okay.
everyone.
So these projects that you did, were they like were they through some internships, or कि आपने self ही problem identify करा and then you created something and then you put it on your resume that you've built something like this?
I did not do any projects till like my 6 month internship जब किया था Hotstar से पहले. I did not do any internship kind of thing. But उससे पहले what I did is कि I was part of societies and उनके लिए website build करना, ऐसे छोटे मोटे projects बना लेना खुद से. So this is something I did by myself.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. Right. Let's talk about internships, right? You mentioned the power of internships and the importance of internships when you're learning. So,
Hmm.
आपने जो internship back करी थी, was it through your college या फिर आपने खुद से LinkedIn के through and referrals के through आपने वो internship crack करी?
Yeah, so Hotstar was purely on campus. So they gave me 6 month offer on campus, but
Hmm.
uske baad I got full time, which was on basis of how you perform on
Yeah.
your internship, 6 month ka duration mein, right? So it was basically I would say again on campus, but I recently switched to Zepto, right? So it was completely off campus and referrals ke through kiya wo. So I have cracked both on campus and off campus to have an idea like how
Hmm.
referral works and how
Hmm.
placements are in college. So
Right.
yeah.
Teach us how referral works, because ये podcast मैं बार बार I'll keep pitching in that this podcast is being listened by students or learners or professionals who want to switch career. तो
Hmm.
अब जो ये कंप्यूटर साइंस की जो पूरी दुनिया है, इसमें मुझे अगर रेफरल्स अपने नेटवर्क्स बढ़ाने हैं, किस तरीके से मुझे लिंक्डइन पे अप्रोच करना चाहिए? कुड यू वॉक अस थ्रू योर अप्रोच?
Got it. Okay. So I have a good following on LinkedIn as well, and as
हुँ,
well as on Twitter.
हुँ,
So I had a good, I would say, network who is already in top-notch companies, right? I
राइट?
always had that. I always try to network. I try to go to conferences and वहाँ पे connections बनाना, right?
हुँ,
So I used to follow all these before looking for another company. ये मैंने काफी पहले से networking कर रखा है. I have good friends like working in tech. So this was, I would say, this should have been easy for me, but that was not the case. When okay, so there was no one I knew from Zepto, but I reached out to someone on LinkedIn that hey, I need this referral, and this is and I used to like type a message why they should refer me, why I'm the best candidate, right, for this opportunity. So I
हुँ,
used to frame a proper message that you, hey, can you forward this to the recruiter as well, right?
हुँ,
So I used to put some word key. I have worked on like I have been working at Disney Hotstar and मैंने वहाँ पे ये काम किया है, taking care of the back end and everything, right? I used to type just a very crisp message on short and crisp message, and just I used to ask the person who is referring कि ये recruiter को दे दो, right? And just forward this message of mine. So what I've seen is इसके बाद recruiter will call. Mostly
ओके,
I've seen recruiter calls, right? But
हुँ,
if you don't do this, that कि message forward नहीं करवाया, तो I don't feel like the recruiter will reach out और आपको test link आएगा. Nothing actually. Majorly, I have not seen this going forward after that.
हुँ,
After even
ओके,
getting referred also. So
हुँ,
that's the process everyone should follow is try to get connected with the recruiter
हुँ,
by means of the employees also or directly connecting with them. This will actually help you a lot with the process.
हुँ, राइट. सो आर रिक्रूटर्स एक्टिव इनफ ऑन लिंक्डइन टू रिस्पॉन्ड? बिकॉज़ क्या है कि हमने सुना है रिक्रूटर्स के पास तो इतनी एप्लीकेशंस आती हैं. हाउ कैन वन स्टैंड आउट इन टर्म्स ऑफ व्हाइल सबमिटिंग द एप्लीकेशन?
Okay. I feel like there was just one recruiter which I reached out and she actually replied.
ओह!
उसके बाद किसी ने रिप्लाई नहीं किया. Just majorly like I get DMs on my LinkedIn as well कि they are looking for software developers and they would be interested to get on a call and everything. So this is something happens. But generally I feel like recruiter से connect करने का भी एक way है is to get connected with the employees and उनको push करो कि you can be the great fit for the company and everything. So they will actually get you connected to the recruiter. So this is something you should follow or anyone
हुँ,
watching this video can follow.
अमेजिंग, एब्सोल्युटली. Um, I want to now pivot to your college journey. So
Hmm.
IGDTU, that is Indra Gandhi Delhi Technical University. It's a very well-known college, right? But assuming कि कोई क्लास 12th का ये बच्चा सुन रहा है ये वीडियो एंड दे वांट टू नो कि हाउ इज द कॉलेज एक्सपीरियंस, क्या तो उस तरीके से आप थोड़ा बताइए हाउ वाज योर कॉलेज एक्सपीरियंस, हाउ आर द टीचर्स, लेक्चरर्स एंड कॉलेज कितना सपोर्ट करता है स्टूडेंट्स को so that people who are aiming IGDTU, right, they can also get help.
Okay. So the last question you asked is college कितना support करता है is very like college is very
Okay.
supportive in terms of getting placement and management cell is pretty good I would say for my
Hmm.
college.
Hmm.
So this is something very good about my college. Curriculum by it's also good. It's also good because it's all women's tech college, engineering college, I would say. And you come to see that there are girls out there who are working so hard for their career. And if they can, why cannot you? So that was my trigger point, right? So that made me believe in myself. कि हाँ ठीक है. I used to not believe in myself when I was in school, right? But this actually changed my mentality and perception around कि हाँ ठीक है मैं भी कर सकती हूँ. अरे उसने कर लिया तो मैं कैसे नहीं कर सकती, right? So this
Hmm.
changed my whole thinking process and everything. So I feel like the college is pretty good, but again, you have to define the right set of people who will be around you, right? That matters a lot. I got like roadmap kind of. I was saying that I did never followed a roadmap, right? Anything kind of like that. But I had my friends who used to be present for me whenever I had questions कि हाँ यार ये बताना कहाँ से कर लूँ hash maps कहाँ से पढ़ लूँ, right? And they used to like कि हाँ उन्होंने पढ़ रखा था तो they used to like कि हाँ यहाँ से पढ़ ले तुझे समझ में आ जाएगा. They were my mentor entire when I was in college now. And now if they want any kind of help, so I'm always there for them. So this is something
Absolutely.
that you have to understand that you need right set of people around you, right? And if you got those people around you, your life is pretty sorted, I would say. So this
ये
is
तो
something.
बहुत
हाँ,
ही this reminded me of one quote that's very famous. You are a product of the five people that you spend your most time with. So absolutely, you were
mm,
surrounded with positive people who were helping each other. And look at you, you turned out pretty well. You are helping young students to to understand more about software development through content creation. आप उनकी help करते हो, उनके resume review करते हो. So I think this the statement, the quote holds right.
yeah. So it's again started. Why I help people is because someone was there when I needed it, right?
Yeah,
And I want to be that help that I can be like कि हाँ किसी और को help चाहिए तो I can be there for them, right? So
absolutely.
this is just funda that I want to follow the entire life of mine. Yeah.
Nahin, this is an amazing principle, and imagine if everybody was this kind and this positive. I think this would have changed the way we look at people, we trust people, right? मतलब थोड़ा
Yeah.
philosophical हो गया, but
That's
but
true.
you get the
That's
point.
true. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, let's talk about the campus placements. So आपने बोला कि हॉटस्टार डिज्नी जो है वो कैंपस पे आई थी.
Hmm.
आई बिलीव आर देयर एनी सेट ऑफ कंपनीज जो हर साल आती हैं या फिर चेंज होता है हाउ डज इट वर्क
मोस्टली जो प्रीवियस ईयर कंपनीज आती हैं वो आती हैं अगर
हम्म
उन्होंने इंटर्नशिप के टाइम पे ज्यादा बच्चे हायर कर लिया and उनको पीपीओ मिल गया तो दे विल स्किप द रिक्रूटमेंट द प्लेसमेंट प्रोसेस फॉर आवर college. So Adobe did this to us when I was in third year. So they came for campus placements,
ओके
internship के लिए, and
हम्म
then they gave like I don't remember the count of people they gave the placements or PPO offer. But after that, they gave the PPO offer. They did not come for placements के लिए. So sometimes it happens, and I have seen this also. Like Mintra did not come for internship हमारे time पे, but it came
हम्म
for our juniors. So 23 batch के लिए आई थी. So this
हम्म
happens, but I feel like कि sort of there's like अच्छी अच्छी कंपनीज आ जाती है like it's about luck also कि कब कौन सी कंपनी आ
एब्सोल्युटली
जाएगी, राइट? या
एब्सोल्युटली एब्सोल्युटली ठीक है राइट लेट्स डाइव इनटू सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट अ लिटिल डीपर दिस रिमाइंड्स मी जैसे आपने बोला इतनी सारी चीजें होती हैं कोड चेंज करना रहता है क्यूए टेस्टिंग डेफ टेस्टिंग tell me what are the tools that are important for me to learn if I have want to get into software development क्या कोई ऐसे स्पेसिफिक टूल्स हैं जो मुझे आने चाहिए या फिर अगर मुझे आते हो तो
नो
मेरी जो प्रेफरेंस है टुवर्ड्स द रिक्रूटर वो इंक्रीज हो जाएगी
Okay. So, like, while I was in college, I don't feel like there was any preference
हम्म
for companies कि हाँ बच्चे को ये language आना चाहिए,
ओके
right? I did not feel a single time कि this was any like कि हाँ Python में करना है, C++ developer चाहिए, something like this. I did not feel like कि किसी भी company ने like majorly companies ने ऐसा strict guidelines नहीं रखा था for hiring, ठीक है? But when I was looking for job switch, So there, like in Hotstar, I was working on the Go में किया था मैंने code, right? I was taking care of backend side. So I was using Go that time, ठीक है? But I saw there was a like company when they asked me कि क्या like what language you code actually, right? So I said them कि back in college I was using C++, but Hotstar में मैंने Python and Go में majorly काम किया है. So they were like, no, we are looking for Java developers.
Okay.
So that time I felt like language is a barrier sometimes. So again, very specific companies are there again, जो looking for Java developers या फिर Go में. Zepto never asked me कि I can code in Go or not. Okay. So this is a plus point I thought about Zepto is it's open to all. You need to just understand. You need to understand how you are capable of solving problems and
Yeah.
everything. This is what being tested in the interview process.
Right.
So this is something I liked about Zepto is they never had the language wala barrier.
Okay.
But again, that's very rare companies do that.
Okay. Okay. So अभी like this curious to ask कि अभी Zepto पे कौन से language पे आप काम कर रहे हो? What language are you?
Again, it's Go only.
अच्छा.
So I'm happy. I'm really happy.
Nice. Nice.
Let's go.
Right. I think it's a good segue from here to talk about backend and frontend. You mentioned that you were handling backend with using the language Go.
Hmm.
To set the context for people, कि software development में there is backend part and then there is frontend part. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you are correct.
Backend के लिए what languages are all there? Because क्या है कि I think ये एक good base बन जाएगा कि लोगों को समझने के लिए कि हाँ मेरे को ये सारी चीजें सीखनी है. It's a good starting point for me. And then front end के लिए
Hmm.
क्या languages सीखनी पड़ती हैं?
Hmm. So front end के लिए I was a full stack developer in Hotstar, but majorly मैंने काम backend में किया था. Front end I did in TypeScript वहाँ पे. तो TypeScript कर सकते हो आप, React कर सकते हो, JavaScript कर सकते हो for front end. Backend के लिए you can choose Java, you can choose Python, you can choose Go. Go is pretty fast. So and it's easy to code Go. So it's something you can get started with कि Go पे code कर लिया. If you know one language, it will be super easy for you to switch to another language. That's every engineer can do that.
Are you learning
So
any?
it's pretty easy.
Are you learning any new language
No,
at the moment?
no, not currently, but I shifted from C++ to Python and Go.
Okay.
When I was in college, I was
Right.
coding in C++. Yeah.
Right.
So I don't feel like it's tough.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. I want to talk more about skills here. ठीक है, tools आपने बता दिया. कुछ companies specific होती हैं, they ask for specific languages and tools, but more often than not, they are pretty flexible. But tell us about soft skills that are needed that would be required when you are doing your job as a software developer.
Got it. So soft skills are required for your interviews also as well as while doing the job, right? So you have to be pretty good with the communication. You need to be because you need to collaborate with your team members, right? So your communication skills need to be very strong, and you are able to actually connect with your team members. Ki, हाँ, this is uh, something that you want to talk about, right, to your team member. So how you will approach, right? Ki, हाँ यार, this is something you're facing and let's discuss. So you have to be pretty good at it, I would say. Interviews में also it happens कि people like student like us think, right? Ki just you want to code, right? In interviews also you just start coding and you don't explain your solution, you don't explain your thought process.
Okay.
So you have to think out loud in interviews, in meetings also, and you have to tell the entire thought process. What are you thinking and how you come up with the solution and everything. So for that, you need to be keep on communicating, right? Right now, we are communicating, right? We are able to understand what you are saying, and I'm able to understand कि हाँ ठीक है, we are on the same page, right?
Right.
So this actually helps if you should be able to tell your interviewer as well as in your meetings and everywhere that कि हाँ ये सब चीजें हैं, and time
Okay.
like communication is the way for everything.
Okay, so
So yeah,
communication skills is something that is really important, not only for the interviews, but for your job also, because you'll have to
correct.
collaborate and you'll have to coordinate with your team members. Okay, fair enough. Um, मैं ना अभी कृतिका भी अपने एक और फ्रेंड से बात करी थी, अपेरेंटली उनका नाम भी कृतिका ही है.
Hmm,
सो
nice.
so she
Hmm,
was working in the VC space, venture capitalist space. सो बातों
hmm,
बातों में उन्होंने बताया कि यार लाइक एमबीए तो करना पड़ेगा बिकॉज 2 से 3 साल के बाद प्लाट्यू आ
hmm,
जाता है वीसी इंडस्ट्री में. द नेचर ऑफ द इंडस्ट्री इज सच दैट आपको एमबीए मास्टर्स लगता है इन ऑर्डर टू क्लाइंब अप. ठीक है. इज दैट द
hmm.
सेम इन सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट इंडस्ट्री एज अ करियर?
For me, I would say, like, see, again, I graduated recently only, like last year, 2022, में, right?
हम्म.
I don't have much experience, I would say. So, अभी, as of now, I don't feel like कि हाँ मुझे masters करना है, मुझे बाहर जाके masters करना है. Something this is sort of this I have like not felt yet. Not planning to M Tech करना या फिर MBA करना, anything. I'm not planning. So I feel like it's not a need. If you want to do it, then you can, right? I have seen my friends going for masters um abroad, so
ओके.
like it's completely depend like it's again subjective. If you want to do, there's an like I don't feel like there's a need for me as of now. I don't see myself in the next 5 years doing masters. So
हम्म.
like yeah, definitely it's not a must कि सबको करना ही करना है.
नहीं,
If you
जैसे
want, you can.
पर आपने अपने सीनियर्स को देखा होगा ना, लाइक हैव योर सीनियर्स बीन एबल टू क्लाइंब अप टू सीनियर पोजीशंस, लाइक इवन मोर सीनियर पोजीशंस, without having any master's background, without without doing masters?
Acha, okay. Seniors, I would say I have seen my manager. He did not do any masters.
Okay.
After 7 years of his career, he is engineering manager. So I don't feel like like seeing him and like seeing another woman in tech. I would say there's um a girl that I admire and just follow. Like this is something I want. So she is engineering manager at Flipkart, and I don't think so. She has done masters koi bhi,
Okay.
right? So I don't think so. Again, it's a
It
very much like if you want, so go for it.
it's a personal choice, but
Hmm.
मतलब जो मुझे यही समझ आ रहा है कि पर्सनल चॉइस है. इफ यू फील दैट यू नीड इट, डेफिनेटली गो फॉर इट. इफ यू फील स्टक एट योर करियर, देन डेफिनेटली. अदरवाइज
Hmm.
उससे आपकी ग्रोथ रुकने नहीं वाली है, राइट?
Correct. And if you're feeling कि यार growth हो नहीं रहा है, तो then you can think about it, right? But you're feeling कि यार growth हो रहा है just because everyone is doing masters these days, so it does not mean कि तुम्हें भी करना, right?
या.
So you should be sorted in a way. That's what I think. ठीक है.
हाँ, मतलब डोंट फॉलो द हर्ड कि जस्ट बिकॉज
Right.
सब कर रहे हैं तो मुझे भी कर लेना चाहिए. अंडरस्टैंड द बेनिफिट फॉर योरसेल्फ, एंड देन इफ यू फील दैट इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ
Hmm.
रियली वैल्यू एडिशन टू योर resume or to your career, go for it.
Okay, I'll add another point to this is when companies used to come to on campus, ठीक है, तो वहाँ पे we get to know CTC क्या है, right? Everything, every details of it. तो वहाँ पे B.tech and M.tech दोनों का लिखा रहता था. And I feel like every month your salary में कुछ 10 से 15 हज़ार का difference था for masters and M.tech students and B.tech students. So I feel like कि again I don't see that कि मुझे मास्टर्स करना चाहिए just because वो मैं 10-15 हज़ार का पे इंक्रीज करा सकती हूँ, right? I can do the मेहनत in my job and वहाँ पे मैं increment ले सकती हूँ. That's better, right? But someone coming from a non-CS background and उससे पढ़ने का मन है CS, right? So definitely they can go for M.tech. MSc कर लिया, in computer science कर लिया, everything, right? तो कुछ भी कर सकते हो वहाँ पे. But हाँ, again, if you're thinking about कि काफी पैसा बढ़ जाएगा, तो I don't think so. I don't think that happens, but ठीक है.
You
Yeah.
mentioned about CTC. I think
Hmm.
एक मसालेदार क्वेश्चन तो यहाँ पर बिल्कुल बनता है, which is about salaries and pay packages. सबको इंटरेस्ट रहता है यार, मैं सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर बन के कितना कमा लूंगा, कितने पैसे जो है बन जाएंगे. So give us I'm not asking for exact numbers because there could be a range, right? So give me a ballpark figure of or the range for starting salary for freshers.
Exact salaries देखना है तो you can go on lead code and वहाँ पे you can search for the company.
अच्छा.
And discussion section पे you will get the exact breakdown, CTC का breakdown कैसा है. But I can tell you like something around 10 to 20 base you can definitely expect.
Okay.
So हाँ, mostly you will be getting around this base. बाकी stocks and all is where like again depends upon the company and everything. Bonus and everything again depends upon the company. But 10 to 20 I feel like कि base majorly IGDTU में जितने भी companies आई थी उनके तो थे around it. Most of the companies थे.
राइट. सो ये टॉप टियर MNCs और कॉर्पोरेट्स की बात कर रहे हैं आपकी 10 to 20 इतना बेस रहता है.
Right. Even for startups also I feel like कि startups में it's more than MNCs. Yes.
तो स्टार्टअप्स का क्या बॉलपार्क फिगर रहेगा, क्या रेंज रहेगा?
Again 20 plus so you can definitely expect.
Okay.
Definitely. Base.
That's interesting.
I'm talking about the base.
ठीक है. यहाँ पर ना एक और बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट सवाल बनता है जो आए दिन हम ट्विटर पे देख रहे होते हैं. गूगल ने ले ऑफ कर दिया, Amazon ने ले ऑफ कर दिया, फेसबुक ने ले ऑफ कर दिया. फैंग में तो हमने सबका मोस्टली सुन ही लिया है कि सबने ले ऑफ कर दिए हैं. एंड इनफैक्ट हम और भी बहुत सारी कंपनीज का सुनते हैं कि बहुत ले ऑफ्स हो रहे हैं. आई अंडरस्टैंड कि थोड़ा बहुत तो जो अभी इकोनॉमिक सिचुएशंस हैं उनका भी एक इम्पैक्ट है, ये उनका भी रिजल्टिंग यही है कि ले ऑफ्स हो रहे हैं. बट डू यू थिंक आफ्टर सीइंग ऑल दीज ले ऑफ्स जहां पर मतलब गारंटी नहीं है एज सच, डू यू थिंक वन शुड परस्यू करियर इन सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट?
Very good question. Again, not an expert की like if I was in tech industry अगर 10 साल से 10-15 साल से I would be the right person to answer around this, right? But definitely अभी तक के experience के around I would say कि अगर if you're really interested in into software engineering तो definitely you should be going forward with it. It's just अभी recession time है, layoffs का time है and everything, right? So you should be well prepared कि जब भी opportunities आएगी तो you are up for it. तुम उस time पे prepare नहीं करोगे, right? So you have to start your preparation and continue your preparation and you should be ready कि यार अभी भी opportunities are there, right? How did I get Zepto का offer? मैंने जाके opening तो नहीं बनाई, right? And there were companies hiring back then. So it happens. Like there are companies. It's just बहुत सारी openings नहीं है. So how you can be best out of the rest crowd that you have to figure it out, right? तुम्हें मेहनत करनी होगी जो कंपनीज को चाहिए. Let's suppose machine coding round होता है, तो you have to be prepared for it. Like हर कंपनी का different format होता है. You have to just understand हाँ यार इस कंपनी का ये फॉलो होता है फॉर्मेट है, इसको ये चाहिए, राइट? So you have to make the entire conversation around it, right? If I did not I was not interested in Zepto as a product, I would not be like कि मुझे पता ही नहीं Zepto क्या है, right? They would not have hired me, right? If I don't understand the house business for Zepto, उनके लिए how users are important and everything, right?
Yeah.
So hiring won't be possible. It's just you have to do extra mehnat. You have to show interest कि हाँ ठीक है, you are really interested in joining the company, right? Opportunities अभी भी है. It's just you have to find it out. थोड़ा मेहनत करना पड़ेगा. Again.
एब्सोल्युटली।
Yeah.
मैंने लिख लिया मेहनत। ओके।
करनी पड़ेगी।
या एक बहुत ही
Hmm.
सेंसिटिव इशू के बारे में बात करना है, जो आपने मेंशन भी करा ड्यूरिंग द कॉन्वर्सेशन, women in software development, as we have seen that software development is predominantly a male dominated field, right? तो आप क्या एडवाइस देंगी यंग women को कि वो who are interested in pursuing a career in software development, what would be your advice to them?
Okay, I want to get that advice from women in tech. That's a thing for me. But definitely, women are very less in tech industry. I was the only girl in Hotstar in my team. Zepto may be also, I'm the only woman dev in my team again. So it's always like if you just look around and there's very less number of women sitting next to you, right, around you.
Hmm.
So this is something that is there, but definitely I feel like if more women will be pursuing engineering, and in the upcoming years we will be seeing a better increase in the head count of women in tech. So, but it just like it feels like कि matlab, you don't have the direct idol to look up to कि if my like you don't see much engineering women in the upper positions. I like to see, right, in Hotstar I feel like I just there were 5 to 6 women जो engineering managers थे, and right, so back then तो काफी लड़कियां कम करती थी engineering, right,
Hmm.
उस टाइम पे. तो I feel like it's because of that. And once you see a woman climbing the ladder, right, so you understand कि हाँ यार, you can also be at that position, right?
Hmm.
So this happens, and just it with time you will we
Hmm.
all of us will be seeing more women coming to the tech industry.
बट
So
व्हाट वुड बी
yeah.
योर एडवाइस टू देम? क्या एडवाइस देना चाहेंगे आपको कि क्लास 12th में अभी एक बच्ची है जो आपका ये पॉडकास्ट सुन रही है, आप क्या एडवाइस देंगी उन्हें?
मेरी तो एडवाइस तो ये रहेगी कि yeah, come join us. Let's build women in tech. You have to. If I can, तो तुम भी कर सकते हो, right?
Hmm.
So it's not something that it's male dominated या something like this. I would say कि हाँ, काफी the strength of men are very much than women, right? So it's fine. Still, you can actually um, work hard and you can beat those guys as well, right? You can get that promotion, you can just lead the team also. Anything can be possible.
Right. So, girls, come join the software development industry, software development as a career, and Kritika is here to help you out. She can help you build your resume. She can tell you how to appear for the interview, how to prepare for it. You can reach out to her on Twitter. Before we end this podcast, Kritika, you are pretty
Hmm.
famous on Twitter. I keep
That's
calling it Twitter because I like Twitter. X ना वो vibe नहीं
same,
देता है.
same,
So
same.
you're
It's
quite,
still Twitter for me.
yeah. You're quite famous there. You have a following, a decent following there. Do you
Hmm.
plan to switch to career content making in the near future? Or do you want to
No,
stay
no,
closer to the tech field?
no. I just want to stay and grow in software engineering field. I don't see myself doing content creation, and I will never make it as my primary source of income. Never. So this is something I like to do in my free time, and like just to help people. Nothing I want to like, not a career that I want to pursue, I would
अमेजिंग। थैंक यू
say.
सो मच कृतिका, बहुत मजा आया आपके साथ ये पॉडकास्ट में। आपने बिल्कुल जेन्युइन होकर अपने रियल लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस शेयर करे और एज इट इज बातें बताई, उसमें कुछ भी आपने कोटिंग नहीं किया, विच इज समथिंग दैट आई लाइक। एंड यू मेंशन्ड ऑनेस्ट रहो इंटरव्यू में भी, दैट रियली हेल्प्स यू, दैट हेल्प्स यू गो अ लॉन्ग वे। So really appreciate
Correct.
that you took out time on this weekend. You could be doing, you could be, hanging out with friends or doing party, but you chose to do this.
Yeah, I have the plan, but I'll be going after this.
Thanks for mentioning it
Yeah.
now, huh? Right.
We should work hard and party harder.
Yeah,
That should be the funda, right?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you so much. And guys, if you're listening, if you made it till here, go ahead, follow Kritika on Twitter. Take advice from her if you feel you're stuck somewhere. She is so sweet. She is definitely going to help you out. And
Thank
on that
you. So
note,
thank you so much for calling me cute and sweet and every so cheesy, cute words. Thank you for that. Okay. So yeah, definitely I can help people. I can help juniors, my juniors and students to build their resume and improve their resumes and to get started with tech. With the interview preparation and everything, and I can definitely be of help around that. So just book a slot or like just text me whenever you're stuck. I'll be happy to help anyone. So yeah, that's all from my side. And thank you for having me.
most welcome. Thank you so much. See you soon.